Okay, so today is lesson 38. It's drawing pictures of fractions. So today we are going to, it's probably going to go pretty quick because we're just going to be kind of reviewing. You guys are pretty good about drawing pictures representing fractions. We had a little bit of that on our homework yesterday. We have some of that on our warm-ups every day on our math reviews that we do. So we're going to be doing that today for our lesson. Okay.
It says fractions
Oh,
and mixed numbers on it.
I was wondering, I'm like, this looks different. Okay, so the title actually, I guess I just forgot to change the title. It's fractions and mixed numbers on a number line. Because we did the other one yesterday, didn't we? Yeah, okay. I was like, this is really familiar. Why are we doing this again? Okay, so today we're talking about fractions and mixed numbers on a number line. So a number line is made up of a series of points which represent numbers. On the following number line, whole numbers are labeled. However, there are many numbers on that line that are not. We mark some unlabeled numbers with arrows. So you have some numbers on there that are not marked, already labeled with arrows. So many of the unlabeled points on a number line can be named with fractions and mixed numbers. It's going to be a mixed number if it falls between two whole numbers. A mixed number is a whole number and a fraction together, like 1 and 1/2. So what that would look like is 1 and 1/2. That's what a mixed number looks like. Everybody good so far? Yeah. Okay, so if we name the fraction or mixed number marked by each arrow on these number lines, point A is between 0 and 1. So it is just a fraction. Why?
Because there's not a whole number before it.
There's not a whole number before it. If we had 0 and the fraction, then it could look like a mixed number, but we don't need to do that. If the whole number is 0, then we just write the fraction part. That's it. Point A is one section from 0, so it's going to be 1/4. Do y'all see how right here is like marking 1/2? Okay, so then the section that splits 0 and 1/2 would then be 1/4. Then it says the distance from 0 to point B is 1 plus the length of 3 sections. So here is 1/2. What would the line be right after 1 whole?
1/3.
Right after 1 and 1/4, then 1 and 1/2. So B is 1 and 3/4. Very good. Uh-oh. Okay, next one. Rashawn walked 2/3 of a mile. Denise walked 3/4 of a mile. Who walked farther? So if we're looking at each of these number lines, I have 2/3 here of a mile, and then I have 3/4 of a mile. Which one is further along and closer to 1? Rashawn or Denise? Denise, very good. Now it says refer to these number lines to compare the fractions. How would I write my comparison? Savannah. Very good, because the alligator always wants to eat the bigger amount, right? Fill up its belly. All right, name the fraction or mixed number marked by each arrow on these number lines. Let's look at A. A is marking what number? It's between 0 and 1, so will it be a regular fraction or a mixed number? Regular fraction. What would the fraction be?
3/4.
3/4. Very good. Okay, raise your hand if you know what B is. Yes.
1 and 1/4.
1 and 1/4. Okay, raise your hand if you think you know what C would be. Yes.
6 and a half.
Ooh. Is it a half?
1/3.
How many sections do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections. And it's on the second one.
So 6 and 2/5.
Very good. 6 and 2/5. And for D?
7 and 6/10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 sections. So it's going to be out of 5.
7 and 2/5.
Here's 1. Here's 2. what's it on? Is it on the second or the third?
3/5.
Yes. Now, is 7 3/5 equal to 7 6/10?
Yeah.
It is. Yes, and that's originally what Otto had said. But the number line only has it broken up into fifths, so we want to make sure that we label 3/5. Okay, last one. These fractions are graphed on the number line below. Refer to the number line to compare the fractions in problems E through G. So it's not a very great number line. When it got snipped, it looks a little funny. So this should be 1/3, and then 1/2 and 3/4. So hopefully you can read the rest of those okay. All right, letter E says 1/3 compared to 1/2. What would I do? Less than, greater than, or equal to?
Less than.
Less than. 1/3 is less than 1/2. Letter F, 1/3 is, oh, these are all the same thing. Let's change it. Let's do 1/2 and 3/4. Oh, what do they say in there?
They say 3
3 and 1/2, then 1/3, 3/4, and 3/4 and 1/2. That's what I was.
So 1/3 and 3/4, and then 3/4 and 1/2. How weird is that it did the same thing? Okay. So for letter F, we're comparing 1/3 to 3/4. How does that compare? Is it less than, greater than, or equal to? Less than. And then G 3/4, less than, greater than, or equal to 1/2. Very good. All right, your written practice today starts on page 38. You've got about 28 minutes to get it done today. All problems 1 through 30 show all necessary work.